it's like so satisfying, yet not satisfying whatsoever, because I have finally reached the end of where Hunter x Hunter has left off now. I have caught up with the manga. It's been a crazy year. I started my Hunter x Hunter fandom. I got heavily into the anime and had to get into the manga too. So, and I made it here. I made it to the end, you guys. Not obviously the end. We're still, who knows, maybe like a third of the way through the Succession War. But we're here to talk about chapter 390. So I actually thought this chapter was pretty cool. There's a lot of neat things going on, and the plot seems to be ramping up, which also kind of is annoying, and the fact that this is the last chapter that was released almost a year ago to the day. It was sometime in November of last year, so Togashi has not released any chapters of Hunter x Hunter in 2019. I guess that's the deal, so I hope everything's going okay with him. I know lots of people say that he has back issues and stuff, which I can relate heavily, and I completely understand how that can put you out of commission, but yeah, a whole year without, we didn't even get, Berserk was about that long, so who knows. Anyways, so this chapter, we get a little bit going on with the mafia groups and a little bit going on with the Prince Zhang Li, who is the third prince, and he's been kind of very stoic this whole time. He's a very smart dude. You know he's on top of things, but he has the disadvantage of not knowing Nen, and also his Nen beast doesn't really seem to be doing a whole lot that he understands. It spits out a coin every single day. He's given the coin to a few of his followers. One of them, the coin had a number 1 on it and has now changed to a number 10. What that means, we don't know. But he's thinking that it has something to do with the coin spits out every day, that he's meant to give them to his people. He's meant to be the king. He's meant to win the Succession War and give these coins to his people for some kind of purpose, and then the Nen Beast will enact that purpose afterwards. What that is, he doesn't know. He doesn't quite understand. He can't even see his Nen Beast. It's a problem. It's a big mystery that's up in the air. You know, what these counters could be meaning on the coins themselves. I think it could be something to do with giving his followers abilities as well. You know, awakening their aura, awakening their Nen. Maybe a counter has to reach a certain count in order to do that. You know, maybe they have to hold on to it and believe in the prince, and eventually it'll count up to that. I'm not really sure how that works, because Hulkenberg's ability, we know, works is in like a collective kind of experience where all of his followers are around, and increases their kind of overall aura and increases the power and intensity of Hulkenberg himself, who he's still detained right now. I'm very upset about that. My boy Hulkenberg, come on. But Zhang Li decides to go see one of the mafia bosses that he is in cahoots with, named Onior. I kept it up there because you guys know I'm really bad with names. So Onior is one of the illegitimate children of the Kakin Empire who can't run in the Succession War, and he's got the 2 scars on his forehead to prove that, you know, you are not allowed to participate in this. But he's kind of seen it all before. He knows what's going on, at least to an extent. He doesn't have Nen himself, or at least I don't think he does, but he's aware of the Nen Beast and like the Succession War battle, and he's like, yeah, now you're stuck in this shit too. And they're trying to keep peace with the other mafia groups, because the 2 other mafia groups are also connected to 2 other princes. And we know the one that connected to Serenich, you know, the most psychopathic prince there is, also has the craziest mafia leader. And her name I'm going to forget. God damn it. Morena. Yeah, and she's having her followers go out and kill a bunch of people so that they can all get aura and learn Nen also. And this is a bad thing because, one, it's just killing people. That's bad. And then also, all these characters, all these random, 20-some characters just randomly getting Nen throughout the ship, it's going to cause chaos. Not to mention that, but they're trying to keep peace with the Phantom Troop too, because they're still looking for Hisoka. And Hisoka's mentioned several times in this chapter, and that leads me at least to hopefully believe that Hisoka is actually here on the ship, because I know for a while I was kind of thinking that like maybe he's not even here and this is just a red herring kind of situation. But the fact that he's mentioned so much in this chapter leads me to believe that maybe we are building to a reveal. Maybe he is hiding himself in some way, because he does have the ability to kind of make an object appear like his skin, and kind of like disguise part of himself. So maybe he is like disguising his whole body of some sort. Maybe he's pretending to be a different character and will eventually reveal himself, so that could be a potential as well. But anyways, Onir sends a couple of his men who do know Nen, well, and women actually. We get a couple of more new goddamn characters. Motherfucker. So many characters. It doesn't even matter that we kill him off. It doesn't even matter because, you know, you think you kill him off, okay, I got less characters to pay attention to. No, I'm going to kill a character off and then I'm just going to add 7 more. So it doesn't even matter. So we have Sakuro, who, and she, at least I think she's a she. It could be a he. It's a Kurapika situation, I guess. But, so she has the ability to control her blood of some sort. She's like, has to carry around this, basically IV. And obviously you have only a limited amount of your actual blood that you can use, but she can kind of, what do you call that? Necromancer is controlling the dead. What romancer? Something to control blood. What is it called? I don't know, but that's what this is. And somebody from one of the other from Miranda's mafia group goes up to assassinate her and slits her, and then she uses that blood to basically wrap around and, you know, suffocate this one guy. And she's like, thank you, because I really don't like cutting myself, so you kind of did me a favor there. So she takes him out like that. The other one, what's her name? Lynch. She's very cute, by the way. So she's an emitter who, once she hits you, basically make you reveal what you're keeping secret, or basically make you tell her whatever she wants, which I actually thought was a manipulator ability, but it says emitter. Whatever, I'm sure it works in some fashion. So she basically, you know, hits this dude that's trying to attack her, and he spits out that, yeah, oh, Miranda wanted us to kill everybody so that we could awaken our aura. Oh, there's 23 of us, yada, yada, yada. And they take them out. So I'm assuming, like, those 2 are done. So we're down 2 members from her group. So there you go. And then there's another one whose name is, let me find this one too, Hinrai, who, if he touches a weapon, he can make that weapon look like a different animal to somebody that's holding it. So basically these guys have the guns, he touches the guns, and they imagine the guns as snakes, which disorients. I mean, they're like, what the fuck, their gun turns into a snake. But it didn't really turn into a snake, they just envision it that way, and they basically like point the guns at themselves and shoot themselves, where they're envisioning the snake like turning and like spitting venom, basically, but it's really them turning the whole gun on themselves and shooting themselves, which is really fucked up. That's a pretty cool ability. I like that. I don't know how useful that would be if you have to touch the weapon first, because you're not going to be really, really close quarters with a gun very often. But anyways, it could be a very cool ability too. So they're going through and they're trying to you know, take this Miranda's group down, take these people, these 20-some people, which is like slowly decreasing now with these people on the loose. And so his members already know Nen. So Miranda's is trying to get the Nen abilities by having them commit these murders and whatnot, but it looks like the other mafia boss, forgot his name already, god damn it, as his followers, his men already have Nen, or at least these 3 specific ones do. So that's kind of interesting as well. And this is leading to what I believe is going to be basically all-out chaos on the ship, just like I was saying, because you're going to have these murders happen, you're going to have people try to stop it, you're going to have wars between the mafia groups, and you already have the succession war going on, Phantom Troop mixed in there too. There's a lot of stuff happening that's about to go down, and I'm really excited to get into it whenever there's a new chapter released, and if there is, when there is, whatever, I will try to get a review out as soon as possible. There's a couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to try to read those 2 or 3 like Kurapika's history chapters that are out there somewhere, that deal more with like Kurapika's backstory and whatnot, because I want to read those, and I might read that Hisoka manga too that Takashi didn't write, somebody else wrote it. I want to check that out, just so I'm like caught up on everything. So I've read everything Hunter x Hunter related, so I want to check that out. Also, if you do like these reviews and you like Hunter x Hunter and you want to talk about it, discuss it, I'm thinking about doing a live stream probably next weekend or this coming weekend on Saturday. I'll post in either my community tab on YouTube or on my Twitter, which is RVK_movies, if you want to follow that, so I can let you guys know a little bit ahead of time when I'm going to do it, because I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to do it, but I think it would be really fun. We'll get the chat going, see if anybody joins, see if anyone's free, and just talk about Hunter x Hunter and theorize what's coming up and what we want to see and what we like about the Succession War, and I don't know, I think it could be fun. So let me know what you think. Comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe if you want to, all that nonsense, YouTube, whatever that you gotta say in every video, but you gotta say it because some people keep watching and they don't subscribe anyways. It's just like, dude, you're already here, let's hang out, bro, it's cool. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.